Alright, good evening. This is Philip Fieldy Music, and we are doing a redo of um, a deep dive of XTC. I did this a long time ago, but I'd never recorded it, so I was like, why not? Let's go ahead and do it. My thoughts have greatly changed since the last time I went through it. Some of these albums I only listened to that one time, but now going through it again, so the second time listen, I have different opinions. Um, and I'll get to that when I get to the album in particular. Like my top three greatly changed. That's all I was really keeping track of last time. But now I'm scoring all of them. So let's go ahead and start off with white music. So I really like the post punk of that album. I'm a big post punk fan, so I do enjoy that one. And go to I didn't really enjoy it, but I do like the post punk feel of it. So anyway, with white music, there's some nice vocals and harmonies in it, like with most of the albums on here. Good synth work and piano work. Radios in motion and crosswires are great. This is pop is too sugary for me though, so I wasn't really digging that one. And repetitive. Um, I'm sure it was a point, but the point of the song, but I don't want to hear it again. I did like All Along the Watchtower cover. I know a lot of people don't, but I really did. Thought it was a great cover. Very different, but I like it. Great harmonica in it. But after that song, it gets boring and repetitive until I'm I'm bugged with this chaotic synth organ. Um, it's funny, I thought they were saying institute instead of instant tunes. Maybe it's supposed to be like that, but it's a good tune though, and especially as a closer of the album. So, sorry, my phone keeps going out, and that's where my notes are. Because a lot of times I start doing these, and I'm like, man, I forgot to talk about this certain song. I was feeling some type of way or something. I don't know. But anyway, I'm thinking this is a C album. There's enough of the bad in it to bring it down, even though I did enjoy quite a bit of it. Next, let's go ahead and go to Go To. This is not chord goes far. Maybe it will. Okay. Alright. Let's see. So Go To. This starts out really showing more of the same blend of post-punk and power pop. Circus sounds and growly vocals at other times, but the album's really boring though. So it's going to be way worse than white music. So I'm going to put that in the F. I thought that was not a good album. I don't think it's the worst by them though. Spoiler. Alright, guys, going to try to risk it with my power. How much power I got? Okay, good. Alright, next we have Drums and Wires. Making Plans for Nigel. That's a great song. Helicopter, also fun. The band moves more pop this go around. Nice sax work on That Is the Way. Parts of Complicated Game were too repetitive and annoying. Finished up on a better note. It actually is a great album. It just has a couple of light duds. So I am going to put that in a B. So it's their first, I'll consider a good album. Well, no, I would say that white music is. I mean, I think C is a good album. B is be great. A would be excellent. Then no skips. That's the NS. So if it's no skips, it's like awesome. So, all right. So next we have Black Sea. Great opener with Respectable Street. I thought they were saying coup on Living Through Another Cuba, which they didn't really enunciate the buh, but I was like a coup. Oh. Love at First Sight is skippable though. Don't Lose Your Temper is annoying and sugary, repetitive. The Somnambulist ends it beautifully though. It's a great album, so that's another great album. I think I do like Drums and Wires more, but I'll put it there. I mean, there's no making plans for Nigel on the Black Sea, but I know. I think that was actually in my top 3 last time. I mean, not saying. I mean, it's still in the great area. But speaking of that, English Settlement was my favorite album of the last time I did this deep dive. That has greatly changed, though. I do love, 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 and I was listening to it multiple times a day, even since it's working overtime. Uh, the piano and guitar on Jason and the Argonaut is trippy and cool. No Thugs in Our House is a fun sing-along type song and transitions to the cool guitar of Yacht Dance and Out the Chill of All of a Sudden It's Too Late. It got a little more about the end though, and it closes well with Snowman. Very good album though. I'll put it in front of White Music though, but it's going to go in the C. That's a big fall off though. I mean, I don't know if I even thought of it as a no skip album back then. I don't think I was doing things like that, but it would have been in the A. It was a top A probably, but knocked it all the way down to the C. All right, next we have Mummer, which I've heard some people say is Mummer, but I think it's Murmur. Not to be confused with REM's Murmur. Mummer. So this is a nice start to their new direction from retiring from live performances. We got Beaten of Hearts. Wonderland didn't do it for me though, and they recovered with the sweet and beautiful Love on a Farm Boy's Wages. Deliver Us from the Elements sounds like hell taking you in with the chants and noises. It is scary, which goes into Human Alchemy, which has similar sounds. I did really like the dark sounds of that one. It was really strange, but I really did like it. Frost Circus sounds cool with its distorted and tiny keyboard lines. The album closes on an excellent procession towards Learning Land, and Desert Island. This is an excellent album for sure. This will be the first A. I don't really feel like I felt like that last time, but this time it hit me hard. So I really did like this one. Production is really cool. Alright, we had The Big Express. Wake Up is a cool track. Great opener. Quickly descends, though, into like generic and boring and even bad songs. Thankfully, I bought myself a Lyrebird course corrects. Rain of Blows is cool too with the train-sounding harmonicas. But then it went right back to being boring and not good. So this is the worst album to me, and it's going to go to F behind Go To. Not good. Not good album at all. I know some people love it, but I think it's known as being a bad album. Now, Skylarking has, my opinions have differed like big time. It wasn't even in my top 3 last time, but anyway, this is the classic one. A lot of people talk about it, and it didn't hit me last time like it did this time. I love Todd Rundgren's production. The bird chirps and how they become part of the song on Summer's Cauldron is beautiful. I am counting the one with the Dear God version of the album because to me it just makes it better, and I think it's this my first song by them, so it holds a special place with me. The vocals on this album are so good, and so are the synths. The way it goes right into Grass, it is seamless. Pretty harmonies on the Meeting Place. Ballet for a Rainy Day is very Beatlesque. 1,000 Umbrellas, those are some crazy cool strings. This is a no skips amazing album for sure. Love Dear God so much, so that was top of the list. Yeah, that one is a great album. Now you'll see from the thumbnail, I was trying to recreate that little middle section of that. I had my wife do 2 pictures of me, and I spliced them together. It was pretty crazy, but anyway, next we have Oranges and Lemons. That's a very different album. Even looking at the cover art comparatively, but it's a disappointing album though, coming from after Skylarking. I like the guitar on Scarecrow People. A lot of this album is just boring though and not memorable. Nice horns on cynical days. After that, it does improve. Hold Me, My Daddy is touching, and Pink Thing is entertaining. The album ends well, better than the beginning. So all in all, I'd say it's a good album. Maybe it just hit me wrong in some spots. So, but I am gonna put it behind white music though. I think it's probably a C minus. I know I'm shitting on it, but yeah. All right, so 3 albums left in the later career of XTC. So Nonsuch has a good opener with Ballad of Peter Pumpkinhead. My Bird Performs is sweet, and I like the horn ending. I like I like their jangle pop song. So I'm a jangle pop kind of guy, I guess. So I do like it when they go that way. Dear Madam Barnum has a cool bounce to it. Humble Daisy is very Beatles. Love the bass on Smartest Monkeys. The Disappointed is disappointing, so it's got the right name for that. Cool horns on Omnibus, too, and some funny lyrics. That Wave has some stranger lyrics as well that I like. War Dance has some cool wind instruments in it. Wrapped in Gray, nice swell, and the piano of it. The Ugly Underneath has like a rap flow to it that is cool though. So yeah, this was a great album as well. I think I'll put it in front of Black Sea, but it's going to be in the B. And the final 2 albums, yeah, together they were pretty much together, but they're very different. So Apple Venus Volume 1, very elegant and lush album. Love the string instrumentation and guitar throughout the songs. Easter Theater has great guitar and horn parts. Nights in Shining Karma has guitar parts reminiscent of Pink Floyd to me. Beautiful singing and harmonizing. Your Dictionary is so smart. Love it. Love that song. I was really surprised it hit me this way this time. I hear a lot of people say that they hate it and they thought it was kind of stupid, but I thought it was really good. Fruit Nut, though, didn't do it for me, though, and it sounded like a psychedelic musical, but it just didn't click with me. In fact, most of the back half is just there. I would say that it is still a great album, though. Yeah, for a late period album, too, so. Yeah, but I still am going to probably put it at the end of B, so behind Black Sea. But it's still really good. So final album, Wasp Star, or Apple Venus Volume 2 Wasp Star. Playground is a nice pop rock opener, and brown guitar is fun. Some good pop stuff on there. I'm the Man Who Murdered Love has dark but funny lyrics. I enjoyed all until Wounded Horse. I got bored there. Church of Woman is kind of cringe, and overall it's a good album, but I don't think it was as good as Apple Venus Volume 1. I mean, it could have been Your Dictionary that put it over for me, but I think I still would put it in front of White Noise, though. Maybe there, yeah. So I could just crap on on God, what's the name of the album? Oranges and Lemons more. See, I can't remember the name of it. So I don't have any D's, but I do have 2 F's in it. So they have 2 bad albums, in my opinion. Skylarking is the one and only non-skip for them to me at this point. But like I said, next time I do this again, it will probably change again. So yeah, so that is that. So if you could leave a like and subscribe. I'm trying to get my subscriptions up. Share this video. It'll be helpful for me. And comment below and let me know what your ranking would be. I know I didn't put any of the Dukes of Stratosphere on here. I listened to them last time through, but this time I was like, nah. To me, it's a different beast. So I know Oranges and Lemons are probably the closest to that and that sound that they did, but I'm like, even the cover kind of reminds me of it. But nah. But anyway, we will see you tomorrow for another song of the day. Have a good night. Bye bye.